Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Financial and Lifestyle Freedom Podcast with me, Annette Ferguson. It is lovely to have you back if you are returning, and welcome if you are a newbie to the podcast. It is lovely to have you here. Now, this week for me, it feels like winter really is starting to come. We are in the Scottish borders and it really does start to feel chillier now. So it really feels like winter is on its way. But this weekend we have a lovely family birthday to look forward to. So I'm looking forward to celebrating that. And I hope you have a lovely time planned as well. And this week we're diving into something that every small business owner needs to focus on. And that is creating a sustainable growth strategy. Now, growth is something that really all small business owners, or 99.9%, dream about. But without a solid strategy, it can be unsustainable or even harmful to the business. So today I'm going to be sharing the key components of a sustainable growth strategy, from financial planning to optimizing operations and everything in between. So whether you're just starting out or looking to scale your existing business, then stay tuned because this episode is for you. So let's start with the foundation, having a clear vision and mission. If you don't have a clear picture of where your business is headed, your growth efforts will be scattered. This is where something like SMART goals come in. They are specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound goals that can keep you focused and aligned with your vision. Setting these goals ensure that every action you take is purposeful. For example, if your goal is to increase revenue by 20% in the next year, you can break that down into actionable steps and monitor your progress regularly. You can also put these to the team so that each team member has a goal that is feeding up into this larger goal for the business. And then there is the subject of financial management. Some people have said that growth eats cash for breakfast. So without proper financial planning, your business could run into trouble. It's crucial to have a solid budget and cash flow forecast in place to support your growth plans. The mistake that many small business owners make is thinking that growth will solve all their financial problems. But if you're not managing your cash flow properly, growth can actually make things work. That's why budget allocation is key. Knowing where to invest your resources, ensuring you're scaling effectively and efficiently. If you start to scale without being profitable, then all you do is create a bigger cash-eating monster. And essentially, for many business owners, that means you just go out of business faster. So let's make sure that you are not going to do that by ensuring that you have proper financial management with a solid budget and a cash flow forecast to support your growth. And next, we need to think about operations and scalability. Before you think about growing, you need to optimize your existing processes. Streamlined operations are the backbone of sustainable growth. One of the most effective ways to optimize is through automation. Automating repetitive tasks not only saves you time, but also can reduce the risk of errors, and particularly human errors that can creep in to processes that are highly geared upon around people doing stuff. Additionally, consider outsourcing non-core activities so you can focus on what truly matters to your business in alignment with your targets, your plans, and your vision. Conduct a SWOT analysis. That's strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. That can help identify areas for improvement and where you can start focusing some energy in the business. Because again, if you start scaling without these things in place, you create more work and more problems rather than having a streamlined and successful business. The key factor in sustainable growth is having a strong team behind you. Your employees are your greatest asset, so invest in their development. When hiring, focus not just on skills, but on whether the candidate aligns with your company's culture and growth strategy. Empowering your team with training and a positive work environment can help ensure they are motivated to drive growth as well. And like I mentioned, getting them involved in targets and setting individual goals and targets for them in alignment with the overall business strategy is really important. And finally, let's talk about long-term planning and risk management. Sustainable growth isn't just about achieving your short-term goals. It's about thinking ahead and planning for the future. One of the best ways to ensure long-term growth is to regularly review your strategy and adjust as needed. This way you can respond to market changes, new opportunities, or unexpected challenges. Making sure that you have time in your diary each week or each month as thinking time so that you can ensure that these things are thought about and planned out regularly. So there you have it. By setting a strong foundation, managing your finances effectively, optimizing operations, building a strong team, and planning for the long term, you can create a sustainable growth strategy that stands the test of time. Remember, sustainable growth is not about growing fast, it's about growing smart. And if you're ready to plan your growth strategy, we do also have a sustainable growth strategy toolkit. You can find the link to download that in the show notes. It's completely free. We have actionable templates and guides in there as well for you. Thank you so much for tuning in today. I really hope that you are getting value from the podcast. If you are, I would love if you want to subscribe to the podcast in whichever podcast player you happen to be listening in. Please do also make sure that you leave us a review. It helps other business owners find us and benefit from the episodes, and we would be hugely, hugely grateful if you can. I know your time is incredibly precious, so I thank you for spending some of it with me today. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your week, whichever time of the week you happen to be listening in, and I will speak to you all really soon. Take care, everyone.